Doomben a hive of activity this morning with a mammoth trial session. Tony Gollan had 42 runners at the trials this morning. He's gone away very happy, particularly with Baller out of Heat 1, because he's planning on going to Melbourne this week to run in the Lightning. So it was good to see him look so sharp. Tony Baller looked pretty sharp in his trial this morning.
Yeah, he was really good. He was sharp in a jump out here, Bart, a couple of weeks ago. He was really good today. He stepped out well. Want to give him pretty easy time for late, which Angela Jones did. Gets on a plane tonight, head to Melbourne to run against the big boys in the Lightning on Saturday.
He's terrific down the straight. His record in the spring was outstanding.
Yeah, he loves the straight, loves the big course, that's for sure. His main target down there is a Newmarket handicap, which is 3 weeks after the Lightning. So this weekend is a really good run to kick him off in. I couldn't have him any better. He's better than what he was going down there in the spring. So we're awfully happy with him.
Amazing, he's a rising 8-year-old, but he's still got that zest for racing.
Yeah, he does. He's like Benjamin Button. I think each prep he comes back, he's a little bit better than the one before, but he really is in good shape.
Isotope in the same trial. She was a little bit fresh.
Yeah, she was really good. She had a bit of a longer layoff than what he did from the spring, so she'll drive a good bit of improvement out of it. I'll probably jump her out again in a fortnight's time. There are a couple of suitable options in Sydney before I get her back here for our winter carnival.
The Magic Millions winner, Skirt the Law, she was explosive.
Yeah, she was terrific. She was very fresh today. We haven't done a lot with her since the Millions. She had a week off and then just a couple of bits of easy work, and even behind the gate she was a bit antsy. Very similar when I trialled her at the Gold Coast actually before the Magic Millions. So, but she jumped out. She was all business today.
He's got terrific condition on.
Yeah, she's a lovely, strong, heavy filly, like I said. We've been quite kind on her, so it was good to see a bit of a blowout. She did it all on her own steam. She was quite fresh and trialled that way. That'll bring her right up to the mark as we head down to the Sweet Embrace Saturday week at Randwick.
Zoo Style, he's a horse that's had his problems, but he looked pretty sharp today.
He was a different sort of Zoo Style last year in the spring than what he had been previously. He got that bit of resilience and toughness about him, and I love the way he's come back this prep. He's a lovely, strong horse. He's controlling his own speed better now. He's handling everything better. I know he's an older horse as well. He's a bit like Baller. I couldn't be happy with where he is. He heads to Oakley Plate Saturday week. Yeah,
you've got a good hand for Melbourne and later in Sydney.
Yeah, look, we've got a nice team of horses going away. It's quite small, but it's a strong group of horses. There's nowhere to hide in those carnivals down there. So everything so far has gone well, and hopefully the carnival stays the same.
Good luck with both carnivals.
Thank you.
Ryan, nice to see this filly trial so well, coming out of a Magic Millions win.
100%, yeah. She's just continued to thrive in this after the Magic Millions. She's strengthened up. She's still got really good condition there, and this morning was anything to go by. She's flying.
For the trial, I was surprised how much condition she did have on her, because normally with 2-year-old fillies, they've been through the preparation for the Millions and then the hard run.
Yeah, she's just got that perfect temperament. She's ultimate professional as well, which holds her in really good stead, and hence why I think that she's been able to do what she's done after the Magic Millions. So. Like I said, going off her trial today, she's in really good order, and look forward to going down south.
I was also surprised how much speed she showed in the trial.
Yeah, she was quite fresh. She probably did a little bit more than what I really wanted to, but look, she had a really quick blow, and she's pulled up like she really hadn't even gone around, which she normally does. She's that clean-winded. So, like I said, yeah, really looking forward to going down south.
To the eye, she seems to have a lovely action. How does she feel?
Yeah, she's just the ultimate professional, like I said, and she's got the temperament to boot. For a filly that's only had a handful of starts, I mean, she's a push-button ride. She's a jockey's dream, really.
Yeah, I think Tony's planning on only one run in, and that would seem to be an ideal preparation for the slipper.
Yeah, it seemed to work, certainly with the Magic Millions. She had that nice trial down there at the Gold Coast, and then was 3 weeks into that Magic Millions. So I think it's a right formula for her. Like I said, she pulls up. She's got very clean-winded, and she's still got good improvement there. So I think she's going to be hopefully spot on for Slipper Day.
The betting would suggest there's no standout 2-year-old so far this season. A bit could play out yet before the Slipper.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there hasn't been any real standout 2-year-old this time round. So it seems to be a very open playing field, and obviously. The autumn down there can get very wet, so if she can handle the heavy, it's just going to add another string to her bow.
Good luck with the next few weeks, and you're going in good form, plenty of confidence.
No, thanks, Bart.
Steve O'Day joins us. Steve, your Melbourne horses firstly. Uncommon James, the rub of the green went against him at Sandown on Saturday.
Yeah, look, absolutely. Look, he probably just raced a touch fresh. He bounced well from the gates and, wasn't able to find cover straight away. And we're sort of going to get it into one off, and that horse just sort of popped off the fence, just pushed him sort of 3 wide. So he's 3 wide exposed on speed. He had the audacity to travel up good, and he give a good kick, and obviously hit the front, and just felt the pinch a little bit late. But look, he'll improve a lot off that. He had a really good blow, and all's good with him leading into the Oakley Plate in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, it looks a perfect preparation. Shooting for gold, he'll run in the Oakley Plate?
Yeah, he's going well down there. He's settled in super, so he had a jump out at Flemington on Friday. He bounced well from the gates there, landed in front. He had his ears pricked, and was sort of just going through the motions there. But Damien Lane rode him in that jump out. He just gave him a little squeeze late, and he quickened up really, really well. So he's going along good.
And Scalapini, he races this week.
Yeah, look, he had a jump out to tick him over as well on Friday, so he won that heat as well. He settled into Melbourne Super. He's very well in himself. He's obviously a little while between runs since Magic Millions Day in a listed 1400 this Saturday. But this run will bring him on again. I think third up he'll really come into his own. But he's going well, and it's a nice race for him.
To the Doomben trials now, BRCTV, he ran in a pretty hot heat, the first heat of the day. You're happy with him?
Yeah, look, really pleased. Look, he got away nice and clean from the gates and was just able to come back and take a sit in behind the speed. Obviously, Baller and Isotope were in the heat. They didn't go overly quick in front, and then they sort of, started to quicken up, come around the turn. And, he held his own to the line. And as you say, it was a really strong heat, so I was really pleased with his effort.
Fetch was prominent, but went a bit keen.
Yeah, she did today. Her first jump out back a couple of weeks ago, she bounced well from the gates, found herself in front. Just stepped a little bit slow today. Obviously found herself back in behind him in what was a slowly run heat. So, she wanted to get up and get running. So Ben just opted to sort of pop 3 wide on her and allow her to just sort of stride up and get comfortable, which she then did, and still had a really good kick to the line. So obviously race day speed suits her a lot better. She likes to be kept to those sort of 1000s, 1100s where there's good speed on, and she can show a good turn of foot at the end of it.
Good luck with the team, particularly in Melbourne.
No worries. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Steve. A lot to absorb out of the trial session this morning. The highlight for me was Skirt the Law. She was fantastic in her trial. Her first serious hit out since the Magic Millions win a month or so ago. And she looks set for a good Sydney campaign. She's going to go in good form, in good condition. And now it's a matter of whether she's good enough. But I'm hopeful that Queensland will have a great sight in the Golden Slipper with Skirt the Law.